Must not pass along false rumors. You must not cooperate with evil people by lying on witness stand. You must not follow the crowd and doing wrong. When you are called to testify in others' tribute, do not be swayed by the crowd to trust justice, and do not slander testimony in favor of a person. Just because that person is poor, if you come upon your enemy's ox or donkey that has strayed away, take it back to its owners. If you see that the donkey or someone who hates you has collapsed under its load, do not walk by, instead stop and help. In a lawsuit, you must not deny justice to the poor. Be sure never to charge anyone falsely with evil, never sentence an innocent or blameless person to death. For I'll never declare a guilty person to be innocent. Take no bribes, for a bribe makes you ignore something that you clearly see. A bribe makes even a righteous person twist the truth. You must not oppose foreigners. You know what it's like to be a foreigner. But you yourselves were once foreigners in the land of Egypt. Plant and harvest your crops for 6 years, but let your hand be renewed. And lie uncultivated during the 7th year, and let the poor among you harvest whatever grows in his field. Leave your rest for wild animals to eat. The same applies to vineyard and olive groves. You have 60 days each week for your ordinary work, but on the 7th day you must stop working. This gives your ox and your donkey a chance to rest. It allows your slaves and the foreigners living among you to be refreshed. Pay close attention to all my instructions. You must not call my name of any other gods. Don't even speak their names. Each year you must celebrate 3 festivals in my honor. First, celebrate the festival of unleavened bread. For 7 days the bread you eat must be made without yeast, just as I commanded you. Celebrate this festival annually at the appointed time in the early spring. In the month of Abib, for that is the university after departure from Egypt. No one may appear before me without an offering. Second, celebrate the festival of harvest. When you bring me the first crops of your harvest, finally, celebrate the festival of the final harvest at the end of the harvest season, when you have harvested all the crops from your fields. At these 3 times each year, every man in Israel must appeal before the sovereign the Lord. You must not offer the blood of it. My sacrificial offerings together with any baked goods containing yeast, and do not leave the fat from the festival offerings until the next morning. As you harvest your crops, bring the very best of the first harvest to the house of the Lord your God. You must not cook a young goat in its mother's milk. See, I'm sending an angel before you to protect you on your journey and lead you safely to the place I prepare for you. Pay close attention to him and obey his instructions. Do not rebel against him, for he is a representative and he will not forgive rebellion. But if you are careful to obey him, following all my instructions, then I'll be an enemy to your enemies, and I'll oppose those who oppose you. You must serve only the Lord your God. If you do, I'll bless you with food and water, and I'll protect you from illness. There'll be no miscarriages or infertility in your land, and I'll give you long, full lives. I'll send my terror ahead of you and create panic among all the people whose lands you invade. I'll make all your enemies turn and run. I'll send terror ahead of you to drive out the Hivites, Canaanites, and Hades. But I'll not drive them out in a single year, because the land will become a desolate, and the wild animals would multiply dirt in you. I will drive them out a little at a time until your population has increased to take possession of the land, and I'll fit your boundaries from the Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea, and from the eastern western to the Euphrates River. River I'll hand over to you the people now living in the land. You drive them out ahead of you. Make no treaties with them of their cause. They must not live in your land, or they'll cause you to sin against me. If you serve their cause, you will caught in the trap of idolatry. Then the Lord instructed Moses, come up here to me and bring along Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, and 7 of Israel's elders. All of you must worship from a distance. Only Moses is allowed to come near to the Lord. The others must not come near, and none of the other people are allowed to climb up the mountain with him. Then Moses went down to the people and repeated all the instructions and regulations the Lord had gave him. All the people answered with one voice, we will do everything the Lord has commanded. Then Moses carefully wrote down all the Lord's instructions. Early the next morning, Moses got up and built an altar at the foot of the mountain. He also set up 12 pillars, one on each side. Then Moses took the blood from the basins and splattered it over the people, declaring, look, this blood confirms the covenant the Lord has made with you in giving these instructions. Then the Lord said to Moses, come up to me on my mountain. Stay here and I'll give you the tablets of stone which I have inscribed the instructions and commands so you can teach the people. So Moses sent his assistant Joshua set out and Moses climbed up the mountain of God. Moses told the elders, stay here and wait for us until we come back. Aaron and Hur are gone here with you. If anyone has to speak while I'm gone, consult with them. Then Moses climbed up the mountain and the cloud covered it. And the glory of the Lord settled down Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it for 6 days. On the 7th day, the Lord called it to Moses from the inside the cloud. To the Israelites at the foot of the mountain, the glory of the Lord appeared at the summit like a consuming fire. Then Moses disappeared into the cloud as he climbed higher up the mountain. He remained the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. The Lord said to Moses, tell the people of Israel, bring me their sacred offering, accept the contributions from all whose hearts are moved to offer them. Here's a list of sacred offerings you may accept from them. Gold, silver, bronze, blue, purple, scarlet, red, fine linen, goat hair for clothes, tans, ram skins, and fine goatskin leather, acacia wood, olive oil for the lamps, spices for the anointing oil, and fragrance incense. Onyx stones and the other gemstones can be set in the ephod and the priest's chestpiece. Have the people of Israel build me a holy sanctuary so I can live among them. You must build this tabernacle and its furnishings exactly according to the pattern I will show you. Have the people make an ark of acacia wood, a sacred chest 45 inches long, 27 inches wide, and 27 inches high, and run a molding of gold all around. They cast 4 gold rings, attach them to its 4 feet, 2 rings on each side. Make poles from acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Insert the poles into the rings at the sides of the ark to carry it. These carrying poles must stay inside the rings. Never remove them. When the ark is finished, place inside it the stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant which I will give to you, and make the arks cover the place of atonement from pure gold. It must be 45 inches long and 27 inches wide. Then make 2 cherubim from hammered gold and place them on the 2 ends of the atonement cover. Mold the cherubim on each side of the atonement cover, making it all of one piece of gold down the atonement cover, with a wing spread above it, and they will protect it. Place inside the ark of stone tablets inscribed with the terms of covenant, which I'll give to you. Then put the atonement cover on top of the ark. I will meet with you there and talk to you from above, and the atonement cover between the gold cherubim that hover over the ark of the covenant. From there I'll give you my commands for the people of Israel. Then make a table of acacia wood 36 long inches long, 18 inches wide, and 27 inches high, overlaid with pure gold and rounded gold moldering around the edge, decorated with a 3-inch border all around, and rounded gold molding along the border. Make 4 gold rings for the table and attach them at the 4 corners next to the 4 legs. Attach the rings near the water to the poles that are used to carry the table. Make this post from acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Make them special containers of pure gold for the table, bowls, ladles, pitchers, and jars, to be used in pouring out liquid offerings. Place the bread of your presence on the table to remain before me at all the times. Make a lampstand of pure hammered gold. Make the entire lampstand the decorations be in one piece. The base, center stem, lamp cups, buds, and petals. Make it with 6 branches going out from the center stem, 3 on each side. Each of the 6 branches will have 3 lamp cups shaped like almond blossoms, complete with buds and petals. Carve the center stem of the lampstand with 4 lampstands shaped like almond blossoms, complete with buds and petals. There will also be an almond bud wreath. Each pair of the branches were the 6 branches except from the center stem. The almond buds and branches must all be of one piece with the center stem, and they must be hammered from pure gold. Then make the 7 lamps for the lamps and set them so they reflect the light forward. The lamps, snuffers, and trays must also be made of pure gold. You will need 75 pounds of pure gold for the lampstand and its accessories. First, be sure that you have made everything according to the pattern I've shown you here on the mountain. 안녕히 가세요.